The clinical psychologist Jordan Peterson sets out 12 profound and practical principles for living a meaningful life. His 12 rules of life offer an antidote to the chaos in our lives, with eternal truths applied to our modern problems. The first rule is stand up straight with your shoulders back. It is a meditation, among other things, on the habits of lobsters. Yes, lobsters. Like humans, lobsters exist in hierarchies and have a nervous system attuned to status, which runs on serotonin, a brain chemical often associated with feelings of happiness. The higher up a hierarchy a lobster climbs, this brain mechanism helps make more serotonin available. The more defeat it suffers, the more restricted the serotonin supply. Lower serotonin is in turn associated with more negative emotions, perhaps making it harder to climb back up the ladder. Hierarchies in humans work in a similar way. The way you want to present yourself to the world is forthrightly. Stand up and stretch out and be self-confident. Presenting yourself to the world in this manner will make people take you more seriously. Confront the world in a courageous manner. Rule 2. Treat yourself like someone you are responsible for helping. This brings forth the question, how would you like to be treated? You may think, well, you don't want a bunch of yes people around you that just are falling all over you. You may think, though, that you would like to treat others better than how they treat themselves. Why do people tend to treat others better than they treat themselves? Maybe because as individuals, we see our flaws and faults and how mean we can be, and may wonder why we would take care of something, other words ourselves, that is so wretched. But even though we may feel this way about ourselves, we should treat ourselves like we would treat someone else that we really care about. Number 3, the third rule. Make friends with people who want the best for you. Surround yourself with people who have the courage and faith and wisdom to wish you well when you have done something good and to stop you when you're doing something destructive. Surround yourself with people who genuinely wish you well and are truly happy for your success. People who lift you up and do not drag you down. The fourth rule. Compare yourself to whom you were yesterday, not to who someone else is today. Use yourself yesterday as a baseline so you can see the direction and magnitude of the changes you can make today. With information about who you were yesterday, you can influence your future actions so that you are improving yourself over time. Rule 5. Do not let your children do anything that makes you dislike them. Do not let things that your... Fifth rule. Do not let your children do anything that makes you dislike them. Do not let things that your children do make you resentful towards them, because if the things they do make you dislike them as their parents, then the probability that they will make other people dislike them is extraordinarily high. Be conscious of the fact that we are all somewhat monsters per se, and need to make sure that this is not unleashed on our children. Keep your irritation in check. The fundamental job as a parent, especially of a child from 0 to 4, is to make that child eminently desirable socially. So when you're a successful parent, Your child at age 4 has a lot of other children wanting to be their friend and have the want to play with them. As adults, they will likely integrate into society well. Rule 6. Set your house in perfect order before you criticize the world. Suffering is inevitable, but instead of focusing blame outwards when you experience a setback, an unfortunate situation, look within at what you may have done to contribute to your own misfortune. Take responsibility and work on it. The idea is that you need to take responsibility for your own misfortunes. Rule 7. Pursue what is meaningful, not what is expedient. To have meaning in your life is better than to have what you want, because you may neither know what you want nor what you truly need. This is so important, it must be restated. To have meaning in your life is better than to have what you want, because you may neither know what you want nor what you truly need. Rule number 8. Rule number 8. Tell the truth, or at least don't lie. It's important not to lie because when you lie, you corrupt your own perceptions. And by doing this, you cannot rely on yourself. And if you cannot depend on yourself, well, then what? Who then can you rely on and trust? Rule 9. Assume that the person you are listening to might know something you don't. Listening to others can be immensely helpful in improving your own life. Better to learn from another person's mistake than to go through the same mistakes and suffer them yourself. Approach every conversation with the belief that your current knowledge is imperfect, that you do not know everything, and with an open mind to learn. Rule 10. Be precise in your speech. The fact is that you do not get what you do not aim for. You might get what you aim at. Your aim might get better as you aim. When you specify what you want, it increases the chances of receiving what you want. Through your choices, you manifest your outcome. Rule number 11. Do not bother children when they are skateboarding. Skateboarding is used as a metaphor to show the importance of parents allowing children to test danger, to deal with risk and pain. And such is a valuable source of socialization and psychic health. Rule 12. Pet a cat when you encounter one on the street. This is a meditation on fragility. What do you do when you don't know what to do? When things have gone badly, such as the loss of a family member or a terrible illness, etc. How do you cope with these types of situations? Maybe narrowing your timeline to do the best you can with what is in front of you. Think about what is positive in your life, your health, your strength, your well-being, what you can manifest, and appreciate that in the moment. These rules are very insightful, helpful, and can be applied to our everyday life. Thank you for joining me today. Please remember to thumbs up this video, share, comment. Let me know your thoughts on these rules. Remember to turn on your notification bell so that every time I post a video, you will be notified. Thank you and see you in the next video. Bye.